Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to invite you into my office here today. This is where the magic happens. This is where I wake up in the morning, grab my coffee, come and sit right here in my pajamas. So I basically go through what I'm going to do for the day, make my list, checklists off, make a plan for my life. Because that's my job. Nobody else is going to do it, only me. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've only ever worked a few jobs for other people, and that never worked out that well. I left home at 15 years old and basically cleaned house, looked after kids. I worked as a nanny, everything like that I could. And I never once thought that, I really want to do that. I should go find somebody else to work for. It's like my brain doesn't think that way. It's like, how am I going to create this for myself in my life? So the few jobs that I ever did have, I wasn't overly impressed by how I was treated, really. And, I felt like I'm working my bag off to make somebody else's life better, to make somebody else wealthy. It really had nothing to do with me. And then it was kind of like they felt like they had the right to treat you like shit. So I'm not a big fan of that. Nobody's going to treat me like shit. Well, people have. But it's like, that's not cool. That's not what I want in my life. And so I've created my own life. And I have my desk here. I've raised my kids. I've been able to enjoy my kids. The kids work at the kitchen table coloring, and I sit here and do my work, and I pretty much do what I want when I want. Don't get me wrong, my boss is a real asshole. Works me like a dog. But, there's nobody else that's going to do it, though, when you're an entrepreneur. You have to have that direction and drive and willpower and focus, and remember how far you have come too. When you have a list of 20 things to do and only get one thing checked off, you have to still be proud of yourself for that, not beat the crap out of yourself for it. So there's lots of things like that, but you have to find what you want in life. You have to find your passion. You have to find what makes you happy. Because I think the stat is like 85% of people that work jobs, they aren't happy with their lives. Like, yeah, there's a few people that have great jobs and, great bosses, and that's wonderful. But that's not the mass majority. And if there's something wrong in your job, your boss doesn't want to hear from you about how it could be better. That's the last thing they want to hear. They think they got it all figured out. You're just an employee. So if you want something better in your job, so to speak, create your own life. Create a life where you just love what you do every day. You wake up in the morning and you're happy. You're full of passion and drive. You're creating your own empire, so to speak, your own world. You have full control of everything. The slightest thing, even like the air I breathe in my work environment is the purest, most incredible air I could breathe possible. I create it. I have full control of something even as simple as that. I've had a few people over time ask me if I ever thought about getting a real job. I was kind of like, you mean like a job where I work for somebody else? Oh yeah, that's exactly what they meant. And it's like, because I knew it had nothing to do with how much I work. It's like, hands down, I work like 5 times more than you, and you're asking me if I'm ever getting a real job? So it's funny how people think that. I think at the time when I was asked that question, I was working like 120, 30 hours a week. I was teaching belly dancing, I was massaging, I was going out and working on the rigs. I was also then coming home and running the company that offered the services of working on the rigs, and dealing with employees and lawyers and accountants, and it was just, yeah, I told you, my boss is a real asshole. The worst point in time, I only slept 4 hours all week. I definitely, I'm a professional napper. Like, I probably have a nap after this, it's like, I don't necessarily sleep. I just nap because life is too exciting. I am doing what I love every single day. I tell people, I'm not a workaholic, I'm a funaholic. So, and that's what I really wish for everybody. I know that we all can't be like that. We're not all made that way. And plus, we do need people to work for us when we do have companies. But we also, if we're wired that way, if that's the way you're born, you're not that person, or maybe you don't even realize you're not that person, but you're not happy with how your work is in life, find something. Find something about yourself. Find something that you love. If you're doing what you love, the rest will follow. Enough money will come. Everything will be looked after. But it's about doing what you love and having passion for it. And, be your own boss. Reap the rewards of what you sow. Not somebody else. But, I guess to be very specific, find what it is so great about you. We all have something that's so great about us. We all have something to offer. So ask somebody. If you don't know what it is, ask somebody. One of the questions that I really like to ask my clients and friends or people I meet even are, what are the 5 greatest things about you? And I mean, that could be anything, inside, outside, how you think, what you achieve, your skills, all this stuff. It can be anything. What are the 5 greatest things about you? So that will also help to find something. But, even the book I wrote, the chapter I wrote in a book I co-wrote, where I was a featured author, it's The Inspired Entrepreneur. I want people to get out there and fulfill their dreams. I want people to live their life's purpose because it's fabulous. Like, when I'm not working here, I'm outside in my bikini, suntanning. Like, summer, if it's a nice day, I'm out there. I'll fill a laundry basket full of papers and work if I have to. But right now I'm just writing a book anyway, so it's pretty wonderful. I just go outside. You maybe are stuck in an office in the middle of the day or a shop or wherever, and you're busting your ass for somebody else. It's 25 degrees outside. It's barely we get enough sunshine in a year, and you're stuck there. And I'm outside enjoying it, living my life with my children, being where I want to be, doing what I want to do. Enjoying life to the fullest, living my true purpose. So I encourage you, those of you who dream of being an entrepreneur, who think your jobs suck, just go out and find it. You have something incredible about you, just find it, set your plan, and go for it. Have a great day, you guys.